why does he need to know? We must know so that we know. I need to know because I need to know. So we wish to be sent to the home of scholars. Okay, we wished it so much that our hands trembled under the blankets in the night, and we bit our arm to stop that other pain which we could not endure. It was evil, and we dared not face our brothers in the morning. For men may wish nothing for themselves. Men cannot wish. And then we were punished when the Council of Vocations came to give us our life mandates. Life mandates meaning what you're going to do for life, which tell those who reach their 15th year what their work is to be for the rest of their days. So the Council of Vocations, they came on the first day of spring, and they sat in the Great Hall. And we who were 15 and all the teachers came into the Great Hall. And the Council of Vocations sat in a high dais, and they had but 2 words to speak to each of the students. They called the student's name, and when the students stepped before them, one after another, the council said, carpenter, or doctor, or cook, or leader. Then each student raised their right arm and said, the will of our brothers be done. The will of our brothers be done. So this is now he's kind of going into a flashback, like into the past, that, okay, this is what happened on that 15th year when I desperately wanted to go to the home of the scholars. And the Council of Vocations came, and they came, and we sat, and we are like being called upon and asked, and they just say one word to us, carpenter or doctor, and give us the name. And then once you said that, once they've given the mandate, forever mandate, then you are supposed to say, the will of our brothers is to be done. Like, oh, I accept whatever the will of all the people, all the brothers have done for me, whatever they will for me, because they know what we need, what the community needs. So I'm very happy with all that they've chosen. Now, if the council has said carpenter or cook, the students so assigned go to work and they do not study any further. But if the council has said leader, then those students go into the home of the leaders, which is the greatest house in the city, for it has 3 stories. And there they study for many years so that they may become candidates and be elected to the city council and the state council and the world council by a free and general vote of all men. But we wish not to be a leader, even though it is a great honor. Now, here's a question. If everyone's equal, then why are the positions like carpenter or cook not that good, and then leader better? Because if all men are equal, then why is this sort of hierarchy system, right? That's what we need to think. And so either way, you can tell that.
And if they have to stop studying, then what is the use of all the previous studies they did? If they become a carpenter and a cook, then and they have to stop studying them, what is the use of all the studies they have done so far?
And what is study if you're not allowed to think? And what is study if you're not allowed to question? Like what study were they doing for the last 10 years? I need to know this study. It's actually not study, it's just brainwashing and throwing their propaganda, right? Throwing their propaganda. So anyway, and this world is quite weird. It's like there's a city council, there's a state council, there's a world council, okay? And they're going to get onto these councils, to get onto these like platforms, which give you a lot of power. You will be voted for by a free and general vote of all men. And I don't believe this. Like, no, they're not going to do a democratic vote where everyone and anyone can vote, because like for them, cooks and carpenters are nobody and X and Y are nobody. So why would they let them even vote? And the fact that they are letting someone vote means they're letting them do preference. Remember the transgression of preference that they spoke about, that you're not allowed to prefer? So if you're allowed to do the preference, that means you have chosen a person, and I don't think they can do that. So I'm sure there's going to be something about this later on, which is going to tell us that actually they are not going to do this particular thing, right? They're not going to have this person. Okay, but we wish not to be a leader, even though it is a great honor. We wish to be a scholar. Okay, so we awaited our turn in the Great Hall, and then we heard the Council of Vocations call our name. Equality 725. We walked to the dais and our legs did not tremble, and we looked up at the council. There were 5 members of the council, 3 of the male gender, 2 of the female. Their hair were white, their faces cracked as the clay of a dry riverbed. They were old. They seemed older than the marble of the temple of the World Council. They sat before us, they did not move, and we saw no breath to stir the folds of their white togas. Togas are their clothes. But we knew that they were alive, for a finger of the hand of the oldest rose, pointed to us, and fell down again. This was the only thing which moved, for the lips of the oldest did not move as this oldest one said, street sweeper. Okay, just imagine If he thinks he's an intellect, he's a scientist, he's an inventor, and they're saying you're a street sweeper, like we felt the cords of our neck grow tight.
In the
as our
giver, they appointed a job which was best suited for the person based on what he liked and what profession he liked most and what he was best at. They gave the professions based on that, and here they're giving the professions based on whatever they want to, not what the child wants.
Yeah,
Or-
on whatever they're saying that the world needs. That's technically what they're saying. So we felt the cords of our neck grow tight as our head rose higher to look upon the faces of the council, and we were happy. We knew we had been guilty, but now we had a way to atone for it. Like he knew that he was guilty to want to be a scholar, but now he feels happy that, oh, at least I can be forgiven. Like if I become a street sweeper, then if I've done my duty as a street sweeper, then like I can be forgiven. I can at least forgive myself for thinking that I want to be a scholar. Like if, however, they made me a scholar, then I would feel really guilty that, oh, they gave me what I wanted, and why did I want it? But now this kind of snub, this him not getting what he wanted is making him feel better, because that makes him feel like, okay, at least I didn't get what I wanted. So in a way that at least I'm forgiving myself, or I should be forgiven in some way or form. And we would accept our life mandate, and we would work for our brothers gladly and willingly, and we would erase our sin against them, which they did not know, but obviously we knew. So we were happy and proud of ourselves and of our victory over ourselves. So he's happy that he has won over himself. Like his bad has not won, the good in him has won. So we raised our right arm and we spoke, and our voice was the clearest, the steadiest in the hall that entire day. And we said, the will of our brothers be done. And we looked straight into the eyes of the council, but their eyes were as cold blue glass buttons.